everyone. It's afternoon already?
Yeah, well, depends what time
Oh. I thought we were doing good on time. I guess we are doing good on time. Everything is working out so smoothly. Unloaded perfectly at Calgary Pallet. He started unloading me before I even had all my straps rolled up. Loaded at, what's it called? Western Reload in Calgary, just a couple blocks away from where I unloaded. I was the truck number 3 in line, and right after we stopped, came a bunch of trucks. So there's this huge lineup of trucks behind us. And the first 2 trucks were already halfway done by the time I got there, so we were in there and out of there pretty quick. I just threw 1 strap per each bundle, pulled to the side, finished strapping, drove to the nearest truck stop, tarped over there, and then now we're on the way home. This loads delivery in Wenatchee, 7 a.m. on Monday. So we'll have to leave Sunday night.
Still bound to a habit like me. I would spend all of Sunday down there without me.
I'm glad Hobby Lobby's closed on Sunday, or else we'd be losing money on that trip. It's a pretty cool store. Pretty cool store. So we're on Highway 1, headed towards Banff, with the Rockies right there in front of us. It is exactly 0 degrees Celsius. It's a little windy, but it's sunny. It's just beautiful. I had my parka and hoodie and balaclava and big gloves on when I started in the morning. By the time I was done tarping, as I was tarping, I was taking more and more clothes off. I'm like, okay, it's getting warm enough. I just need a light jacket now. It was minus 13 in the morning. Now it's 0 degrees. Apparently there's a snowstorm moving in further west. So we might be driving into that. By the end of the day, we may be in a snowstorm. Right now we've got 1 hour to spare, I think. Yeah, we've got about an hour to spare. So that's good. Plus we have 2 hours I could defer. So we'll get home today. Unless there's some major accident and the highway's closed for more than 3 hours. If we're delayed by more than 3 hours, we won't get home today. This load's going to be a little tight too. If we have any kind of problems with customs, we probably will not get this load delivered, because where we're delivering, they close at noon on Monday, which is New Year's Eve. Are we getting a load on Monday? I have no idea. Am I running New Year's? I have no idea. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Ooh, it is windy. I would not want to be an empty van truck going down here right now. Yeah, because this is a US load, it feels actually pretty light. You can just cruise. Still slow going uphill, but not crawling uphill. But it's a max US load. I looked at my gauges, it's perfect load. Oh, I tarped right beside a scale. I should have done my PSIs and weights for my spreadsheet. If we see another closed scale somewhere, I'll do that. My Canadian spreadsheet is pretty much filled in. Got a pretty good averages going there, but my US spreadsheet still needs a little more to get a perfect averages. Basically what I do is I write down the weight per axle, I write down my pressure gauge for each axle on the truck, and that gives me an average of what PSI I can go on the truck, on the trailers, before I go overweight, without ever having to worry. So if I look at my gauges, I have a pretty darn good idea if I'll be legal or not. It makes it a stress-free driving by having that average. And you do the customer a favor. You can load to the max without going over. Wow, that wind has picked up. We're going to be burning a little extra diesel. Burning a little extra diesel. There's a lot of traffic headed this way. They must be headed for the ski hills. Man, I think the only time I've seen this much traffic is in the summer on a long weekend. This highway does not usually have this much traffic. That might slow us down a bit too. Yeah, hopefully most of them turn off here, be Banff and Lake Louise. Man, I always love coming to the Rockies. Maybe that recycling symbol was on its side. It wasn't upside down, but it was tipped over on its side. Oh no. Is that one upside down? Oh no. That recycling logo is upside down. So it's not just Highway 3. Highway 1 has them too. Unacceptable. It's taking the joy of the Rockies right out. Okay, it hasn't. Look at those Rockies. It's just awesome. The video does these mountains no justice. I've said this before, if you're ever gonna drive through BC and you don't know if you want to take Highway 16, Highway 1, or 3 to get through the Rockies, always take Highway 1. It is the most spectacular introduction to the mountains out of the 3 routes. Huge, jagged mountains. I know me, the very first time a Flatlander coming this way for vacation, it was definitely awe-inspiring. It looks smaller than they used to, but you get used to it and then the size seems to shrink in your head, but
I'll wait for a few weeks.
my Garmin says there is a traffic jam 37 kilometers ahead. I believe that is where the park entrance is. With this much traffic on the highway, there's a lot of people stopping at the park entrance. Oh, and the park entrance, I think it was under construction, if I remember, last time we came through. Some people are turning off here already. That is good. I believe there's another ski hill to the south over here. Not to mention a huge casino that's full parking lot there too, so stay in the lane. Color inside the lines. It is strong wind. That van in front of us must be loaded because he looks like he's pretty steady. The car is even going onto the white line. I'm fighting it. I am constantly correcting. I think we're going close, probably a 45-degree angle into the wind. If it was coming right from the side, it'd be pushing us around even more. My radio is so quiet, I'm not even sure if it's working. Here comes, I believe, a grain trailer, single trailer. He obviously doesn't have his truck chipped so he can go faster. Yep, it's a cattle company, the truck, but they're hauling grain right now, so. Turn my lights on. Forgot my lights. He's got his signal light on. He's forgotten his signal light. There we go. No wind down here in the little valley. It is starting to get cloudier. Put my sunglasses away. The mountains are kind of surrounding us now. They're all the way around us, except for behind us. In front of us, left, right, we are now in the mountains. Climbing quite the hill because I'm losing power. So today's Friday. I bet you a lot of people had this whole week off and had Christmas, and now they're going to have New Year's up on the mountains. In Calgary? Yeah, Banff probably has cool fireworks for New Year's. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Apex usually does, but
Stay in the lines. Stay in the lines. In the lines. Ooh-wee.
look at that wind gust.
You think there's wind gusts coming now? Great. If that wasn't wind gusts we were experiencing till now, and the sign's not lying, it got a lot windier. Yeah, that mine is a bit of an eyesore. It would be much more beautiful without that mine there. going speed limit. Yeah, we're hauling OSB board. See, dyslexic me. At least I'm not honking at people on the street today. I did that twice while you were at home. Twice I honked at people when I wanted to hit cruise control. Once I was in Kelowna, and there's just this one girl walking on the sidewalk, and I'm like, oh no, 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 no. She thinks I'm honking at her. I'm like, I'm a dirty old man. I'm like, I just wanted cruise control. It's like, I know exactly what she thinks. I'm like, that's not what I meant, but, oh well. And the other time I did it, I scared the bejeebers out of myself. I jumped. So this guy's only hauling one. Oh yeah, okay, never mind. I'm like, I've got a Super Bean, he's got a single trailer. He might have a Triton axle single trailer. And if he does, he's probably loaded exactly as heavy as me. Wouldn't have to do the math, but he might even be loaded heavier than me. Hey, Mr. Popo, hiding up there, waiting for us to come speeding by. But because I have a US load and he doesn't, at least likely, he's probably just as heavy as me. Okay, I gotta pull over and do a load secure in the next 20 kilometers or so. Wind gust is blowing washer fluid to the side. Not quite as bad as a couple weeks ago in Pincher Creek, but still windy. It is still windy. Look at that spectacular mountain. Ah, just so beautiful. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thinking of staying behind this guy, but he's pretty slow, so since I have to pull over in 20 kilometers anyway. Yeah, he flashed his lights to let me know I was clear. You can always cut in a little closer if someone clears you. Ah, I love these mountains. Big jagged hunks of rock. snow on this side, but the other side's going to have a lot of snow. This is the windward side, so it doesn't get a lot of rainfall or snowfall. Always pretty dry on this side. And we know big rigs can't go from here to Jasper. Not allowed on that highway. I've driven it 2 or 3 times. A personal vehicle. It's a very desolate place. It's beautiful, very desolate. We're going to keep driving in this stuff. I'd like to just record this whole day, but we don't need an 8-hour video. Really happy we get to do this route every once in a while. Every once in a while it works out. Well, you guys have a spectacular weekend. I'm going to be doing some farming on the weekend, as in virtual farming. Farming Simulator 2019. Or is it just Farmer Simulator 19? I think it's just 19. Oxygen David has released this new map. I believe we're going to start a new game. If not yet, we'll play our other game. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up. The Rockies rock.